get started. Best of luck to you, Sonora, and let's get into it. So Nora, and she is a lat 4 player. Go ahead and we'll put in the player in ranked, and we'll be ready to get into it. Alrighty, so we've got a Silas, a Zillion, Zinzao, Draven, and Gwen facing off against Sonora, playing as that NuNu with the Vayne, with the Zoe in the mid lane, with the Wukong and a Rakan. So most likely going to be Sonora playing in that jungle role. We've seen her do it time and time again, and she has performed very well as that NuNu. I'm excited to see what he's going to be able to do here in this one. Vayne is the ADC most likely, with a Zoe mid, with a Wukong top, and then a with a Wukong and then a Rakan in the support role. Let's find out if they are going to be able to take this game. Sonora is like, I think it was about to dodge, where I think we lose 100%. I don't know about that. Saying that the Rakan and the Vayne were both off lane, or off main lane. But we'll see how that plays out for them. Meanwhile, over on the blue team, we've got a Silas, Zillion, Zinzao, Draven, and Gwen. Now, I just played against a Gwen, and I mean, in Platinum, it might be a little bit different. They might be able to actually get those combos off. They might be able to, excuse me, might be able to use the mist to dodge some really important abilities. Like if the Gwen is able to use that hollowed mist to be able to get away from maybe a Zoe Q, for example, the Paddle Star, or maybe be able to get a good play to be able to deny maybe the, not the Rakan ultimate, but maybe like a NuNu ultimate. But I don't think the Gwen W is going to be that big of an issue. I don't know how big the Gwen is going to be. I mean, there's a lot of melee that's involved in the red team with the Zoe, with the Wukong, with the Rakan, but we'll see how it plays out. I mean, Zillion always can be a X factor in the team and in these games. So let's find out if he's going to be able to perform and do well. Let's get into this one. Let's find out if Sonora is going to be able to get herself a victory here. It's going to be a fun one for sure, and I'm excited to see what that's going to be and how this is going to play out. Best of luck to you, Sonora. Best of luck to the red team, and we'll get into it now momentarily. Not a fan of the Lunar Wraith Silas. I don't think that it's a good skin, to be honest with you, but Sugar Rush Zillion, on the other hand, oh man, best skin NA, maybe? No, not really, but it's a good one. It is a good one. We got the IG skin coming in from Void Empire, the Rakan player. Papercrafts, NuNu and Willup. Ooh, beautiful skins coming through, but no skin for the Gwen, no skin for the Zoe. Tisk. We gotta have all 5 skins on both teams at platinum rank. Come on, you gotta make it happen. Let's go ahead. Let's jump into the game. Let's see who's gonna be able to take this one home. I mean, obviously, if you guys have watched the stream before, you guys have seen Sonora put in that work. Have been able to perform really, really well playing the NuNu. So I'm very excited to see what she's going to be able to do here in this one. Obviously, like I was saying in the earlier part of the game, I mean, you got the Zillion in the support role with the Silas in the mid lane. You could potentially see the Zillion perform extremely well if he's able to get the nice ultimates off, to be able to get that chrono shift onto maybe a Draven that works a little bit, or that goes a little bit too far forward, or maybe even the or maybe even a Zinzao to be able to get in and get that damage, but we'll see how it plays out. And I mean, and there's just a lot of skill that's going to have to be involved in for a lot of these teams to be able to perform very well. So we'll see how it plays out for both teams. Let's get into the game. What do you guys think about Gwen? I mean, personally, I think she's all right. I mean, I don't think that she's like, man, that's like overpowered, it's broken, or I don't like. I mean, for some people, like, you know, she's undervalued, underrated. I mean, she's just all right. I haven't really seen someone be like, dang, that's a really good Gwen that was able to perform really, really well. Maybe we'll see it today. Maybe we'll see Stay Frosty be able to make it happen. But we'll find out momentarily for sure.
I have no time for
lapdog you are.
Getting a bunch of thumbs up from people. Ward actually on the red side. NuNu able to get that red side ward onto the blue buff. Have a little bit more knowledge of where the Xin Zhao is going to be. Knows that he's going to be going red side. To go up against a ranged top, she's all right. Fair enough, Metal Man. Fair enough, Metal Man, for sure. For sure, my man. How you doing today? Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself, enjoying the hopefully you're having beautiful weather. I mean, where I'm at in Vegas, it is beautiful right now. It has been absolutely phenomenal, so it's been a ton of fun. Raven and Zillion in the bottom lane against a Vayne and Rakan. So, I mean, the Rakan could potentially be extremely oppressive here if he's able to get in, if he's able to maybe stop the spinning axes, potentially from going through, if get a nice charm. Zillion can get the stun in with the time bombs. Doesn't matter if he goes AP or not, that stun is super valuable if he's able to get it and that combo to come through. We're already seeing some level 2 aggression coming in from the Draven. We're able to get one spinning axe onto the Vayne, but nothing too crazy happening there. Sylas actually already going to be up against Zoe that has Shurelya's as her item. Interesting to see. But, I mean, trying to go for those battle stars, not really, really capitalizing on them just yet. We are going to see the NuNu actually be able to get that red buff. Going not for a full clear, did not go for the Grom. We'll see what the gank is going to go for. We got the Xin Zhao going to be seen, maybe. No, not going to be seen. The Gwen is not going to be seen either. The Snowball is on the way, and now the Gwen is there, going to try to get away from that one, but now the Xin Zhao could potentially be able to get into the good spot. It's going to be the Hollow Mist being used. The Wukong getting a lot of damage and will get the first blood, but will the Wukong be able to get out of this one? Probably not. Oh, maybe. Xin Zhao going to decide to disengage. No, not going to be able to get out of that one. The knockup is going to come through. It's the NuNu getting one knockup or being able to get the Xin Zhao airborne, but it's going to be a 1-for-1 at the moment. The Gwen and the NuNu trying to do what they can. We are going to see the blue team try to go in for the engage. Blast coming in from Sonora to be able to get the Xin Zhao down, and the Gwen is going to die as well. Disastrous for the blue team. They tried to go in for the kill. The Wukong able to get that teleport in just in time. That's going to be 3 kills with this Wukong, and the Gwen already with the Bramble Vest, but unfortunately she is going to lose a ton of experience and a ton of power with the with having to walk back, losing that teleport. The Sylas going to be able to get the final auto attack to be able to get the kill, but barely able to do it. The Zoe actually being able to secure a skill as well, going 1-for-1, which means there's no dark skill stack. It's going to be the NuNu being able to get the Scuttle Crab. Now it's a 1v1 between the Xin Zhao and the NuNu. Actually trying to go for this one. Nope, not going to try to continue to make it happen. The NuNu will disengage. Wolves are ready, so we'll see the NuNu go for that. But man, that was a really close engage there coming in for the blue team. Unfortunately unfortunately for the blue team, for the Gwen and the Xin Zhao trying to go up against Sonora. Yes, Sonora dies, but I mean, now you give double buffs to the Wukong. The Wukong has complete control of this top lane, able to push forward. The Gwen has now died 3 times. And the Wukong going to be able to push forward, able to get a little bit of turret plating damage, is going to go back, deciding not to actually take turret plating right here. Might have been able to get a couple of extra turret hits before he came back, but instead just letting the minion wave take a little bit of damage onto it. It's going to be pretty much a full reset onto the minion wave when he comes back. So we might lose a little bit of experience, but nothing too crazy there. Xin Zhao did get seen topside, and so now we're going to see the Sylas maybe in a bad spot. We're going to see the Sleepy Trouble Bubble come through, the Asleep is going to come in, and the Paddle Star is going to connect. It's going to be the Zoe being able to get the kill onto the Sylas. And another good game coming in from Sonora and the red team. Going to be up to a now 1.3 thousand gold advantage early on. Nothing crazy happening in the bottom lane, but the Draven, able to bully out the Vayne a little bit, is about to 14, 15 CS in the lead. With the Zillion getting a little bit of extra damage coming in with those time bombs, but not really doing too much just yet unless he was able to get the stun. Now this Wukong, very close to level 6, can now potentially go in on the Gwen again, and at that point, it would just be disastrous here for the Gwen. The knockup is going to come through, so much damage coming in from a 5-1 Wukong. He is on a rampage. NuNu not even needed, but they are going to decide to push forward the wave. They want to be able to get a couple of turret plates, I think, to come through. Level 5 on the Xin Zhao, unable to do anything against this level 6 Wukong and level 6 NuNu. They're going to be able to get the turret plates to go down, and maybe even a little bit more, with the Gwen having to walk back yet again The Xin did not show. The Scuttle Crab is taken. So maybe for the red team, they may be thinking that maybe they are going to be going for the Dragon. No, that is not the case. The Rakan showing that. Now the Wukong able to get 2 turret plates out of that last kill on the Gwen. Did not have it warded. They know that the Wukong is there. This could be bad for the Wukong trying to maybe get out of this one. Oh, bamboozled. Trying to be able to get out of this one. Buddy, will he actually be able to do it, though, is the question. He's going to get knocked up. He's going to get a lot of damage coming through. The Gwen is going to get knocked up and will get the turret damage. It's going to be a shutdown onto the Wukong, but the Gwen will die. And now maybe even the Sylas as well. Absolute zero. Oh, my goodness. That's a little bit of damage, but not as much as I expected. Sonora maybe trying to go in against the Sylas. Has the Snowball on the way. Look at her Tokyo Drift movement. Not going to be able to get it, and that's going to be a lot of healing coming through. Battlestar is not going to connect. The Sylas is going to have to disengage. And it actually is going to be a 1-for-1 there. The Gwen will die, but it was the Sylas that was able to get the shutdown. And with the NuNu showing top lane, it is going to be the Xin Zhao going for the Dragon. The Vayne is low, only level 5. Not going to be able to do much of anything there. But now will the Zoe be able to go in, maybe get a Sleepy Trouble Bubble coming in? Jimmy, how's it going? Sleepy Trouble Bubble does not connect onto the Xin. Instead, it connects onto the Dragon. And so it will be the Xin Zhao being able to get the Ocean Drake to go down. Jimmy, how's it going, my friend? Hopefully you're having a great day. Level 6 is now online for the Xin Zhao thanks to the Zillion Ultimate, or Zillion Passive. A lot of damage coming through under the Rakan, has to use heal. And the Xin Zhao is going to be able to get the kill using his ultimate in the play. We are going to be seeing a little bit of damage coming through with Sonora on the way. Vayne is going to barely survive, having to flash get out of that one, and it is going to be the Zillion not getting the time bomb onto the Vayne. The Vayne will be able to get out of that one just barely. And now Sonora trying to get out as well. Wukong does get the kill onto the Gwen in the top lane. But at the end of the day, that could have been a lot worse for the blue team, or for the red team, had they not been able to get the Vayne out of there, had they not been able to at least give them a run for their money. But unfortunately, they do lose the Rakan. It is now a 2-1 Xin Zhao with the support going down yet again. 0-0-1 Draven, 64 CS, is now 18 CS in the lead. Pardon me, I don't know math. 22 CS in the lead at this point against the, pardon me, I don't know what I was saying, against the Gwen. No, what was I saying? Draven, 64 CS against 48 CS against the Vayne. I lost my train of thought there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the show. My voice is still feeling it. I'm still I broke my voice, like I said, last week, and so I'm making sure that I'm taking it easy, drinking tea, not going too far out. Want to make sure that I don't, break it again. And so we're taking it game by game. Game by game is the way that I'm saying it. Glad to have you here, though, as we get the blue team maybe able to bring this game back under control. It is back to a now 1,000 gold lead, with the Draven in a little bit of a gold CS lead. Not as much as it was maybe just a couple of seconds ago. Silence kind of in the area, waiting maybe go for a gank against the Wukong. Wukong does not have Cyclone just yet, but he will momentarily. He does have his clone ready to go, and he might be able to get out of this one. He actually might be able to make the play here. He's going to be able to get away from the knockup from the Sylas. He's going to try to use it to get away from the Sylas there. He's going to be able to get the knockup onto the Gwen, and it is going to be the Gwen going down. The Wukong will die. Absolute Zero is ready for both the NuNu and the Sylas, and the Wukong does go down. Does the consume, does the NuNu work? No, will not. He's actually going to have to wait for the Zoe, and the Zoe will come in, help secure the kill, and will be the Sylas going down yet again. Wow, really, really nicely done coming in from the red team. Yes, the Wukong dies, but again, able to be able to take a kill down with him, and it is a 2-for-1 in favor of the red team. The Draven actually getting his Adoration stacks taken care of. There's that Chrono Shift coming through. Teleport coming in from the Wukong. He's going to try to do what he can. Whirling Death onto the Vayne. Trying to pursue the Zillion. Trying to do what he can. Not going to be able to get the kill onto the Zillion just yet. It is actually going to be the Zillion surviving. The Xin Zhao does get shut down after the Wukong teleport. But the blue team able to get 2 kills down in the bottom lane. The Draven happy be able to get away from those adoration stacks, getting 2 kills out of the process, and we'll get an extra 534 gold out of that one. Really good play there. Yes, Sonora is going to be able to get the Rift Herald out of that one, so at least able to make something out of that play in the bottom lane, but now it's all up to whether or not she's able to use it effectively. You do get the Gwen potentially in a bad spot. The Snowball is going to come through. Gwen, what are you doing? Saw the low mana on the Zoe, saw the low health, thought maybe I could get the kill. No, it's not going to happen. The Zoe is going to have protection from the NuNu that just had, or just shown to be at the Rift Herald. So a bad play there coming in from the Gwen, not paying attention to the global alerts. I mean, had she realized that the Rift Herald was there, she would have known that the NuNu was in the area, knew that she couldn't have gone in for that one. It would have been at the very least, or at the very best, a 1-for-1. And that was not a good play coming in from the top laner for the blue team. The red team just taking further control of the game. The Wukong up by 32 CS has a, what is that? A 3,200 gold advantage at this point. Yeah, very nicely done coming in from the red team. In the top lane is that regard as well. The Zillion now getting knocked up. He does have Chrono Shift ready. Fate is going to kind of be in a bad spot. See whether or not the red team will decide to go for this dragon. It is spawning in about 6 seconds. So we might see it happen. Gwen does not have teleport. She is in the top lane, and now the Wukong is traveling to the bottom side of the rift. Does have Cyclone ready to go. Explicit, how's it going, my friend? We're about to see a potential Sonora team fight coming through. Absolute Zero is ready. We're going to get a beautiful chunk coming in from the Rakan. A lot of damage coming through. The Wukong is now on the way, but will they be able to get out of this one? Not enough damage in time. Chrono Shift is ready, and it'll be the crash down onto the Xin Zhao. Wukong is going to get 1 kill, 2 kills, double kill is going to be on the way. Nora is still alive. The Rift Herald is going to get summoned in the bottom or in the middle lane. Be able to get a couple of turret plates down with the Infernal Drake now alive. That's going to be 2 members of the blue team now dead. The red team should be able to get the dragon out, or the blue team might be able to get a turret. Maybe not a turret, but very close to a turret out of this one. But the red team should be able to get the dragon to go down, making it a 1-for-1. I am predicting, I should say, I'm going to predict a Cloud Drake. A Cloud Drake here. Hey, I'm right. I know what's up. You've been peachy the last few days, but managing? That's good to hear, Explicit. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself. Hopefully you're having a good day. My voice is still feeling it. So we're taking it game by game, Explicit. We're not overworking the voice. Wait, you haven't been peachy? What, you haven't been peachy, Explicit? What's going on? We got the Silas getting the shutdown onto the Zoe. Sonora's going to try to come through. Is actually being dealt a lot of damage. He's going to be able to get the root onto the Silas and the Xin Zhao, getting them both down to about half HP. But not going to be able to do much of anything just yet. Further than that, the no turret is actually down at 14:45 in the game with the Rift Herald getting spawned. Absolute Zero onto the Silas. The NuNu does have his own Absolute Zero now on the way, but is he going to be able to get out of this one? The Wukong is there. He wants the kill. He actually might have bit off a little bit more than he could shoot. No, he did not. He's able to get out of that one and will survive. Oh, man. You know, guys, I get my vaccine on Friday with the Wukong actually getting the kill onto the Silas, so it is a 1-for-1 with the Xin Zhao being able to get the kill onto the Wukong. I'm getting my vaccine on Friday. I was told I should take the day off, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, we'll see. Yeah, it's my second dose as well. I get my second dose May 28th. I always get paid that day too, though, so it'll be worth it. You know, it'll be worth it. It reminds me. My mom was like, "Hey, you gotta take me to a doctor's appointment at 11 o'clock," and I said, "Well, my vaccine appointment's at 11 o'clock too." I don't know how that's gonna play out. But we'll hopefully figure it out. We get to see a little bit of a back and forth coming in from the Zillion Draven. Nothing happening there just yet. As actually, against all odds, it's the Gwen that gets the first turret of the game in the top lane. It's gonna be able to put her now 2,300 gold behind the Wukong. With now Wukong trying to go into the kill against the Silas. He has Divine Sunder ready to go. It's going to be the Silas going golden. And will he actually be able to get the kill? It's gonna be a bamboozle. Barely able to get out of that one. The Wukong might actually die to the minions. No, he'll be just fine. 51 HP. Actually gonna go in for a little bit more CS. And now we got Sonora trying to come through, maybe trying to get a knockup. Gets a double knockup. Absolute Zero is on the way. He can get knocked out of it, though, with the root on the way onto the Zillion. He's gonna have to flash away. And NuNu is gonna get shut down. It's a double kill for the Draven as well. Disastrous for the red team as they lose not only their jungler, but also their bottom laner in a gank that was looking really good to start things off. Cyclone is not ready for the Wukong, but he wants the kills. He wants to try to go for it. He's going to get one kill, now looking for two. He's going to be able to get an assistance from Rakan, but Rakan loses his life. So it's going to be 2 for 1 after the Wukong teleport, with the blue team able to get another kill onto this Draven, who is now 5-1. The Adoration stacks on the way, coming through for this Draven. We'll have to see what they are when we get back, when he's back to live. Oh, Battlestar not connecting onto from the Gwen, but regardless, yeah, I feel like a lot of players have, or a lot of people have sore arms when they get, you know, any sort of shot. It's because, you know, you're sticking a needle right through your muscle, like that hurts. You're piercing, you know, like flesh, and that fleshy flesh does not appreciate it. But speaking of Adoration stacks, 867 gold out of Adoration. I mean, that's a pickaxe. I'll take it. You know, if I was Draven, 18 minutes into the game, I'm 5-1. Uh-oh. Zoe's going to go down with the Gwen, getting a kill there. Now 3 and 8 has 150 gold bounty as well. Vayne caught out. My word, those spinning axes do damage. And it's going to end up being the time bomb from the Zillion, securing that kill. Wukong wants this kill maybe onto the Zillion. Maybe wanted to go for the Draven as well. He's going to be able to go for the Q, the crushing blow, and then it's going to be Chrono Shift getting used. And Zhao is on the way, but it is going to be the Wukong wanting this kill onto the Zillion, and it'll be the Snowball from Sonora getting the kill onto Exo. The Annihilation, the Snowball snipe, as it were, going to put the Chrono Master on ice. Wukong is probably the most fed player on this team, and 0-8 bottom lane. The Wukong is going to have to perform very well as the Gwen gets charmed in, and then it's going to end up being the Xin Zhao getting charmed in as well. But the Whirling Death is on the way. It's going to be Sonora getting the kill onto the Xin Zhao. The Wukong is going to try to go for the knockup. Gets the kill onto both the Draven and the Xin, and it's going to be a shutdown from the Vayne onto the Gwen. A very beautiful Cyclone coming in from the red team top laner. Silas going to try to maybe go in for a kill onto the Wukong. Wukong's going to try to get out of that one. Golden play, and the Dragon actually going to be able to get the kill. Will Zoe be able to get the Dragon? No, it's not. And the Silence is going to be able to steal the Cloud Drake, and will be also able to steal Zoe's life as well, or Vayne's life as well. The outplay coming in from this Silas. Wow, very nicely done, hijacking the Cyclone. Able to use his Zhonya's Hourglass to secure the kill on to the Wukong. And then the Vayne will die as well. Nicely done coming in from the Silas. Not only getting 2 kills, but also the Dragon as well. Uh-oh, Zoe gonna die as well. This Silas is going to get so much gold out of that one. Now 3,200 gold in the lead against the Zoe. Not only was he able to get a shutdown onto the Wukong, but then he also gets kills onto the Vayne and the Zoe as well, and gets the Dragon. Disastrous for the red team. A little bit of damage coming through the Wukong, maybe trying to get a kill onto the Zillion, but not going to be able to do it just yet. We got the Rakan coming through with the Charm. Going to be able to get a little bit of damage coming through, but it's not going to be enough. The Wukong wants the kills. Zillion is going to go down, but it's going to be a blue team double kill. The Silas hasn't even gone back yet, and he's going to get another triple kill. 2,500 gold for this Silas. He is now completely fed. Oh no. What was looking so good for the red team is now going completely the other direction. Battlestar's not going to connect. The Draven is still just fine. The Zoe trying to come through is going to go golden onto the Whirling Death, but he will not be able to get out of that one. Zoe will go down, and the blue team will secure yet another kill with so many mastery pings coming in from the Silas now. But very nicely done coming in from the blue team. The Silas now 11-6, 600 gold bounty. What is that? 6 kills in a row, 2 triple kills. Absolutely dominant right now, popping off in this game. Able to really crack the whip here in this one. Unfortunately, this bottom lane for the red team is not doing the red team any favors. They were talking about it before, or Sonora was talking about it in the early game, saying, hey, you know, this Vayne and the Rakan are both off their main lanes, and that is going to be potentially represented here in their performances. Kraken Slayer 42 CS behind on this Vayne against the Draven, who has the Immortal Shield Bow, and Collector, both ready to go at this point in the contest. Top of that, the Silas 11-6 against a 2-5 Zoe, has the Everfrost, has the Azonia's Hourglass. What is the red team going to be able to do to respond? They're now behind by 6,000 gold, and the blue team has been doing work in this mid-game. We do Trouble Bubble not connecting, and now Sonora's maybe in a bad spot. Absolute Zero is ready. Getting the time bombs coming in. Oh, we're actually going to get Silas going in for the hijack. What a charm! But unfortunately, it's going to be the Sonora ultimate getting stunned out, and it's going to be Gwen getting a double kill. We're going to get the Wukong trying to go for the knockout. It's going to be able to do what he can. He's going to be able to get the kill onto the Zillion. But will he be able to get anything else killed? No, it's going to be a Gwen triple kill. With the Xin Zhao being able to get the kill onto the Vayne, it is a blue team ace against the red. Another great engage, it felt like, from the red team. The Rakan able to get a charm and a knock-up on 3 members of the blue team, but unfortunately, Absolute Zero going to get knocked out of yet again, or stunned out of by the Zillion, or the Xin Zhao, or the Silas, and yet again, it's not going to be able to be capitalized upon, and this Gwen, who was having such problems in the early game, is going to be back to form, 6-9, able to get back to within, 3,000 gold to this Wukong? Nicely done. 17-8 coming in from the Wukong now. I mean, he had such a good early game, but he wasn't able to continue to keep it going. He tried to get the kill onto the Draven in the teleport in the bottom lane. That might have changed things, the trajectory of this game if he got it. But I mean, he performed so well in the early game, was able to secure that double kill coming in. And you can already see the red team, they're going to be out. They're trying to go for that surrender vote, having it actually almost pass, going 3-1. Wukong is still powerful, though. He is still the richest man on the rip by about 1,000 gold. We're going to get another team fight coming through. It's going to be the knockup onto the Xin Zhao. And it will be the Xin Zhao getting the Chrono Shift. Will they be able to get out of this one, though? The Zoe, what are you doing? We're going to get the Zoe going down to the Draven. The Knight's Absolute Zero going to get a lot of damage onto the Draven and to the Gwen. The Gwen will die. The Xin Zhao will die. The Draven will die. And it's everyone but the Silas and the Zillion all dead on the blue team. The Silas is going to get knocked up. He's going to try to do what he can. He's going to go for the Everfrost. The Silas is going to get the kill on to one member. Looking for another one. Will he be able to get it? No, he won't. It'll be the Wukong getting the shutdown. And another turnaround in this game. Nicely done coming in from the red team. Wow. Oh, man. A crucial team fight there for the red team. They were able to bounce back a little bit, get themselves back to within 7,000 gold, but they're still behind by 7,000 gold. Will they be able to bring this game back? That is the question. That's exactly what the red team needed. They needed a pick. They needed to make sure that Sonora was able to get that Absolute Zero off completely. And that's exactly what happened there. They were able to get that Absolute Zero off, to be able to deal that damage and secure that, to secure those early kills onto the Draven, who died and was unable to get that damage in. The Silas was not there in the team fight, and so it all works out for the red team in that play. But are they going to be able to do it again? It's going to be the Wukong trying to go for the kill on to the Gwen. Will be able to get the kill onto the Gwen. Will actually be able to get the kill onto the Draven as well. Another disastrous play for the blue team, with the Sylas being able to get the kill onto the Zoe. The Wukong trying to get out of that one. Chrono Shift is ready for a second, but it is going to be the Xin Zhao now dying to Sonora, maybe. It will be, but it's a Sylas triple kill. The root is going to land onto the Sylas. It's going to be the Vayne trying to get out of that one and will barely survive. No, she won't. What is the Vayne doing? It's going to be a blue team quadra kill, but a red team ace in favor of Sonora, and the red team very close to being disastrous there for the red team, and even better for the red team. Had the Vayne not died, had she just disengaged, that might have been a 3 for 5 in favor of the red team, but unfortunately not going to be able to make it happen. So what does Sonora do with everyone else on both teams dead? She goes for her jungle camps and is able to reset the rift. Doesn't go for the tower. Might have actually just been able to go for that tower there and be able to get a little bit of extra gold, a little bit of extra less, I guess, lane presence here for the blue team. But at the end of the day, able to survive, and that's the most important part. Unfortunately, it feels like a mid-diff right now, with the Gwen kind of bouncing back after an early game blunder. Unfortunately, the Zoe has not been able to bounce back, is now 2 and 8, going for Morello-nomic on second item as well. What is the blue team going to be able to do? What is the Zoe going to be able to do? She needs to be improving her play. This is not a fight that the blue team, where red team wants to take. The Vayne is not on the way. We're getting the stun onto the Wukong. A little bit of damage coming through. The Rakan not yet going for the quickness. Or actually did go for the quickness. That is a huge cooldown. Not available. I don't know about that play. We'll see what the blue team is able to do. Gwen is able to get a solo kill onto the Vayne. That is not good for this red team. And now the Zoe is going to get stunned out. Will die as well. Oh no! Oh, what a beautiful Cyclone ultimate. Going to be able to get a lot of damage, but it's not going to be enough. Will it be enough? No, it will not. The red team going to throw this game. Oh no, the Vayne getting caught out will die. And the blue team is going to win this game out of that misplay from the Vayne, from the Zoe. Unfortunate there. And it's going to be the blue team being able to fish into the Nexus and win this game. Congratulations again to the blue team. Sad days for Sonora and this Wukong, trying to put in that work